into a man. Can you play the background?
When you say play the background, what do you mean play the background?
Play your natural role.
My natural role in being a wife?
Yes, the background.
I don't think a natural role as a wife is in the background.
Show me where in the world the natural wife is in front.
She's not in front, but she's beside.
No, she's not.
Why she's not, Kevin?
Are you out of your French toast mind?
Don't start. Don't do that now, Kevin. I'm just giving you my opinion.
Okay. Well, when a burglar comes, are you standing side? When somebody's coming to break in the house, are you side by side beside your husband, or are you standing behind him because he's gonna have to take the bullet?
To be honest, I'm standing beside my husband.
Then you out of place.
Why am I out of place?
Oh my God.
Am I too masculine for it?
Oh my God. Hell yeah. Your place. Oh my God. Hold on. Why are you out of place? I'm telling you why you're out of place. Your place is behind your husband, guarding the children.
Okay. Oh, I'm really on here. Okay.
So when your mother, how about your grandmother?
Okay.
Hold on, Hannah. Your grandmother, was she married?
That's another thing, Mr. Kevin.
Hold on, Hannah. Let me come back to you. Hannah. Was your grandmother married?
Yes, my grandmother was, but that's the thing. But I'm trying to explain to you, we in two different generations right now. The generation that you're trying to explain to us, my generation is not living like that no more.
Yeah, and that's why you're dying by yourself.
But who says there isn't a man that's willing to take me for him to me for me?
1 in 4 of you will marry. I mean, look, man, the stats don't work for your argument. Prior to 1965, black people were married at a rate of 80%. You go out to any cemetery, you'll see a black man buried next to a black woman.
Mm-hmm.
But you go after 1990, and you'll start seeing black women buried around her children.
Why is that?
Because y'all are unruly, unsubmissive, and out of line.
Well, let me
go to a restaurant on Friday or Saturday night, and you'll see a mama. You may see her with her mother and a bunch of kids. There will be no husband.
Well, how many women at that point in time had degrees and education? Everybody.
What the fuck does your degree mean?
Why doesn't it mean anything?
What is your degree in?
But why doesn't it mean?
What is it? What's the degree in?
That's not the question.
Yes, it is. Yes, it is. No, I'll tell you. No, because almost 90% of the degrees women get are in humanities.
That's not the question, though, Mr.
Yes, it is.
That's not it.
You don't seem to understand. A fucking communications degree is pointless.
How is it pointless? And who says my education and my degree is incorrect?
Okay, if you want to play the game with me, I'll play it with you. You want to bring up degrees, you're going to have to be specific. What percentage of women get degrees that are in science, engineering, technology, or math? Infrastructure.
I don't think that matters.
That's your problem. You don't understand what's important.
What's important then, Mr. Samuels?
Who is that?
What's important, Mr. Samuels?
That y'all are completely out of line. That you don't even understand how the world works. You're running on override. Men build the world that you live in.
Oh, okay.
Who built that house or apartment you live in? Was it a crew of women? Who designed the metal work? Who put in the floor, the plumbing, the electrical system, the heating? Who put that in? The car you drive, was that built by a crew of women?
So women are not capable of doing none of those things? None.
You're not good at it. And we're given a choice. Excuse me, because we're given a choice, because women are free today, right?
Uh-huh.
And you're educated, right?
Uh-huh.
Then why don't we see 51% of the construction workers as women? Why don't we see 51% of the engineers as women? Why don't we see 51% of the plumbers, electricians, military, train operators, heavy, dangerous work as women? Because when given an opportunity, women segregate themselves into more comfortable positions. Men do the dangerous work to build society.
Okay.
That's your place.
That's my place. I should follow my husband. I should follow the man. That's his place. We're not equal. He's stronger than me.
He is. No, he is. Go look at Bear Grylls Island season 2. And they dropped a bunch of men and a bunch of women on a deserted island and gave them some basic tools. And they had to survive for 6 weeks. By the end of day 1, the women had gotten lost and were fractured. By the end of day 1, men got from one side of the island and started building out a shelter. By the end of 6 weeks, the men had damn near made the internet. By the end of 6 weeks, women almost would have died 4 times.
I feel like growing up, seeing my grandfather, seeing my daddy pay all the bills, do everything in their power to make sure the home is kept well, they still went out and did bullshit over their wives. Now,
excuse me. Hold on. Let me stop you right here. First off, stay in your damn place as a child. That ain't your motherfucking business.
But I'm grown now.
But ain't your business. Excuse me. Stop. Breathe. Breathe. No. I will shut this shit down. I'll shut this shit down and finish. That is not. It's not your place. You tell the worst part of everything. But where do you ever? I never hear you women give black men credit for anything. It's always talk about the waiting to exhale and the color purple bullshit. That's
the bullshit right there, Mr. Let me tell you something. I go to therapy, and me and my parents and my grandparents, the shit they go through might not have been my business, but I inhaled it. I saw that.
That's your problem. Okay. And how old are you?
It can be my fault.
How old are you?
I'm 30.
Okay. Well, due respect, man. The world doesn't owe you and me understanding. Because hold on. Because there are people in this world. I will shut this shit down. I won't. No. We don't do that. See, you talking about the traumas that your grandmother and mother, that ain't your business. Stay in the child's place.
I'm not a child anymore, Mr. Sam.
But that's the point. You're trying to, okay, do you have any children?
I do.
Uh-huh. So your children need to come get in a relationship with you and your man? Or should they stay in their mother flipping place? That's what I thought.
I don't want my kids to see me.
That's not what I asked.
The same thing
That's not what I asked.
But this is what I'm asking.
That's not what I asked.
Can I say something?
But you didn't answer the question. Your children need to stay in the children's place.
Somebody said I look 48. Okay.
Stop. Your children need to stay in the children's place, because between you and that man is something that they don't know, they don't understand because they're too young. They shouldn't be trying to judge it through childlike eyes. How old is your oldest?
15.
How old is your youngest?
10.
10 years ago, your oldest still believed in Santa Claus. Children need to stay in children's places. And one of the problems we have in the black community is black women put their children in grown places where they should not be. They let their children see and experience stuff they should not experience, because being kids do what they naturally do. Mm-hmm. That's a problem of parenting. Your mama shouldn't have exposed you to it.
So okay, you're right. I can admit that. You are right.
Every other group, black people don't commit adultery and cheat at any exorbitantly higher rates than other people. We just use it as reasons. Mm-hmm. Bill Gates and Melinda Gates just came out saying, Bill Gates, the most richest man in America, right? Mm-hmm. What did his wife come out saying? Oh, by the way, Bill been kicking with his ex-girlfriend all our marriage. Now, see, if there was black folks, Tyler Perry would have made a movie about it. Mm-hmm. Because we understand that this whole notion of man and woman, there's always an understanding between the man and the woman. And the man and the woman need to understand this, and the kids need to sit at the kids' place, eat at the kids' table, and not be involved in grown shit. Because I don't know men who just say, I'm gonna wait till the kids come home and then I'm gonna whoop your ass in front of the kids. That ain't how men move. I don't know men who say, I'm gonna wait till the kids come and I'm gonna come and scream and holler at you. That's not how men do. Mm-hmm. And at 30 years old, ma'am, whatever happened to your mother and your grandmother, as traumatic as it is, due respect, ma'am, you got to process that, moving on, and it cannot be an excuse, because your children can say the same thing.
My thing is, and this is just coming from my experience with dating, you are telling women to stay in their place, to be submissive, to be soft, to stand behind their husbands, but they don't reciprocate the same thing. We can do all that, and we still get shitted on.
That's bullshit.
Please tell me how is that bullshit.
It's bullshit because okay, hold on, no. What you focus on, you see. The black community, black men, when surveyed, asked about committed relationships, what percentage of black men cheat at? Cheated at 28% rate. What rate do black women cheat at?
I don't know what the number.
24. And there are 2 million more of us. Every time a black man is cheating with somebody, he's cheating with somebody. It's usually with a woman, married or in a relationship. How many black women have multiple children by multiple men? That's polygamy. That's a poly relationship. See, the way you tell the situation is like a woman does the best thing and a man gives her ass kiss. A 50+% divorce rate in the country, and it's almost close to 60% of the black community. And 80 to 90% of the relationships, black women are leaving. You're leaving. You're home wrecking. You're breaking up the relationships. Men stay. Y'all leave.
Why do you think women are leaving?
Because you've been sold a Disney fantasy that you should be happy, instead of understanding that you have duty, honor, respect, and you chose to be in a relationship, especially when you decided to make a baby with somebody. You need to stay for more than just yourself. French toast your happiness.
So I should settle?
No, you should. Are you a Christian?
I'm not.
Well, have you been married?
No, I haven't.
You plan on getting married?
I would like to.
What vows do you plan on taking?
I don't want to settle for nothing less.
What vows do you plan on taking?
I plan on.
For better, for worse, sickness and health, the richer boy, the death do its part. Then he said, shit about happiness.
So I'm supposed to be miserable?
No, you're supposed to be an adult.
Okay.
Bro, hang up on that nigga, man. He's trash.
I'm listening. I just want
Who is this? Is that Big Shirley?
He said that Big Shirley. You know he called it. That's him.
I mean, I'm trash. See, this is what I'm saying. This woman, this so-called woman, supposed woman, can say I'm trash. What if I said this wrong, Big Shirley? Bring the facts, the data, the statistics. Don't bring your trash-ass attitude. And take your bonnet off if you're going to get on here.
Bitch, I don't worry about hang on it.
Yeah, that's what, and that's what I mean. That's all you got to do. That comes out the bitches and everything else. That's why your fat ass going to die by yourself. Kick rocks.